Hi guys, it's Game Dan 25. I just came up with a small idea on what to talk about for today. Um, Things what you'll need for computers, and just hang on. Okay. Um, Things what you will need for computers. Depending on what kind of computer you have, you will need some things for it. If you're just a normal office person and you going to do some light editing on your PC or your laptop, you're gonna look at a few things. But if you're gonna be like using your computer or your tower or your laptop for like 24/7 working, you're gonna need stuff that will last you a little bit longer than the usual stuff. So if you have, say for example, you're gonna start using a PC for gaming, you're gonna look at a graphics card. Maybe if you're on a budget, I I wouldn't say exactly a 2 GB graphics card, because 2 GB graphics card is good, but with some games you will need like a 4 for a maximum, or the lowest what you can go for. So a 4 GB graphics card, what you will need, 8 gigs of RAM. If you can afford to get your 16 gigs of RAM, you can go for it. But then again, with with RAM, you're gonna need gaming RAM. So you will need to find out where do they sell gaming RAM. Normally, gaming RAM, it's like a different color from the others. Like it's normally a green board what you get, and with a few gold fingers at the bottom what you'll have to plug into your PC or your laptop. But with the gaming one, it has like funky colors: red, white, green, yellow, pink, orange, and so on. Um, if you want to use it for your normal PC usage, it's also fine. You'll have much more longer, uh, lifelong RAM. Um, yeah, so now you have your graphics card, you have your RAM. So now you're thinking, what else do you need? You will need a motherboard. A motherboard what supports gaming. A normal motherboard will be able to handle it, but a gaming motherboard will be handle. It will handle much better. Um, Say for example, you have a motherboard for 5 years, and that's the normal motherboard, and now you have a gaming motherboard that will be 10 years. So, and you've been using it every day, 24/7, all day, all day. So, I think the difference between the two is the one is more stronger than the other one. It can take more heat. Hang on, there's just a truck going past. Yeah, the one can take much more heat, and it's the solder what they put on there is much more durable than the one what's on a normal motherboard. Um, and the components what's on there is much more durable. So now you'll have a gaming motherboard, gaming RAM, and a graphics card. So now you're gonna need a fan, or a heatsink fan. Um, you get different ones. You get now these water cooling ones. What you can get, that is like maybe say 1,500 for a cheap one. Um, yeah, or you can stick to the normal fan, one or two stick onto the motherboard. And you have that. And then you're going to look at your hard drive. Your hard drive is the important thing. That is one of the important things. You need to get you a 1 terabyte hard drive, or that is if you're on a budget. If you can afford, buy you a 3 terabyte hard drive, and then you'll have mostly 8 gigs of RAM. If you can go up to 16 gigs of RAM, you can get you 16 gigs, but 3 terabytes is more than enough. If you can afford a SSD hard drive, get you one, because that is also another hard drive, but you plug it in by another section. So they will give you a section for your hard drive to be plugged in, your SSD drive to be plugged in to your motherboard, because you have a gaming motherboard. And if you're just using it as a normal PC, you don't need a SSD drive, but it can get you one. It will load up your Office and your applications much faster. So yeah, then you're gonna need a power supply. The power supply varies because there's different ones what you get. You get ones what's for computer gaming, and you get your standard ones which will be cheaper. Depending on what you want to build or what you want to use it for, you're gonna have to go on that basis. So if you don't know much about computers, do a little bit of research. You can watch my video and you can do some more research about the stuff. Yeah, so you'll get your gaming motherboard, or you'll get the not a motherboard, a power supply, and once you have that, then you sort of set it up on your thing. Then you're gonna need a Blu-ray player or Blu-ray reader. It look like a DVD writer, but it's for Blu-ray disc. It's a multi-purpose Blu-ray one. So it writes DVDs and it do Blu-rays. That is kind of also pricey, but you will need that. Make sure if you just have 2 USB ports in the front of your tower, or if you have just 3 USB ports for your laptop, make sure you get you another one which it will be a USB hub. Make sure that it's 3.0. If you don't have 3.0, you can go for 2.0, but 3.0 is better. And your motherboard or your laptop must have 3.0, because 2.0 is going to be phased out, and you wouldn't want to be left in the Stone Ages where you have to hunt for stuff. So yeah, get you a USB hub, so that you don't when you unplug and you plug stuff into your USB, it tends to wear out. So you can use your hub for that purpose. Use that every time when you need to plug in a flash drive, a hard drive. So you can use that. Your computer, your laptop's one won't be damaged, and you have to spend a couple of thousands to buy your new motherboard or new USB port. So yeah, once you have that, get your gaming mouse. You can get your normal mouse, but a gaming mouse is more durable. Like I said, most of the stuff that I'm saying is more durable than a standard item. So once you have that stuff, you can get you that, and then you will be able to have a proper PC or proper laptop. Your specs on your stuff you also have to check. Windows 10 is now like the must-have now, because Windows 8 and 8.1 is like not getting a lot of updates, but when you get that, make sure you have extra 2 gigs of free RAM what you will have on your laptop or your PC, because Windows 10 takes 2 gigs of RAM. So if you can afford an extra 4 gig or so, try and get that. That will just be for your Windows to work properly, and your other RAM will be for your programs that you're running. That is for a standard computer or for a normal computer, the RAM. Yeah, so it's only that stuff what you will need. And try and keep your PC or your laptop in a nice cool place with a lot of air circulation. And so because you want the thing to work on its best, when you are cleaning it, look for a high pressure gas can. A high pressure gas can, what you'll be able to use to clean your motherboard also. Once you clean your motherboard, you can't use a vacuum, because a vacuum causes static or damage your PC or your laptop. So just use a high pressure can. I think we sell it here in Cape Town, I'm not sure, but it won't be too harsh on your computer or your laptop. But keep your PC or your laptop in a nice clean place, so when you're using it, it doesn't build too much dust to it. With a normal PC, again, you can have a normal motherboard which will cost you 1,000 Rand or 2,000 Rand, and you can get your normal power supply, normal RAM, that green card looking RAM. You can get you a normal heatsink, fan, and processor. Oh yeah, and your processor must be i7 or i5. Don't go any lower than that, because you still want to have the best of both. That is for your gaming PC and normal PC. So yeah, that is all what you're gonna need. Oh, and another USB hub for your standard PC, so it don't damage your USB would come with your stuff. And a normal mouse if you don't have a mouse. If you have a keyboard, get your gaming keyboard, or you can get you just a normal keyboard for your normal PC, and gaming keyboard for your gaming PC. Your screen is very important, because some people complain that their eyes hurt, or they can't stand by a PC for long. Get you a full high definition screen. Go for a brand name, don't go for the unknown brands. Go for a brand name screen. If you can't afford a full high definition, go for one which looks decent. When you switch on your screen, it mustn't hurt your eyes too much. There is a matte protective cover what you can put on, so it doesn't give you the glare. So you can get that for your PC, for both PCs, gaming or non-gaming. Other than that, that's all what I can think of what you will need, and what I think of what will be good for your gaming PC dash normal PC. And yeah, that is all what you will need. So once you have that stuff, then you're gonna need software. Windows 10 software. Try and just go for Windows 10 if you can. Don't go for Windows 8 or 8.1. Windows 7 is phased out, I think. There's no updates, there's nothing new for it. So Windows 10, whichever Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Home, whichever one fits your pocket. So if you can only afford Windows 10 Home, then go for Windows 10 Home. If you can afford Windows 10 Pro, then go for the Pro version. Make sure that it is the licensed one, EU license and so on. Yeah. Oh, and another thing is your mouse pad. If you have a mouse pad, not your trackpad which comes with the laptop, get you a mouse pad, because sometimes your wrist can get bruised or it can get hurt. When you're using a mouse pad, it's soft and it doesn't hurt you so much. It might cause a little bit of black on your wrist or the wrist at the bottom or so, or some rubber on there, but it won't like hurt you or it won't cause a bruising. So yeah, that's all what I can think of what you will need for a gaming PC or for a normal PC. Yeah, like and subscribe. Don't let anyone bring you down. Stay positive, and always try and stay on what you want in life. Stay positive on what you want in life.